Hi, an important case just came out of the Ninth Circuit Federal Court of Appeals, and what they said was that it was wrong for the lower court to allow companies to use just a QR code to tell you that there were genetically modified organisms used in preparing your food. And the main part of the decision was also that it was wrong for them to allow the genetically modified oils to not tell you because you couldn't tell from the oil itself that it was made from genetically modified foods. So in reality, what we're talking about is corn and soy and sodas. So where you put substances in those liquids, you're not going to get a whole lot of proteins that you can actually identify as coming from a genetically modified food. But we have the right as eaters to know that they've used a genetically modified corn to give us corn oil, or a genetically modified soybean to give us soy oil, or they actually put oils into sodas to emulsify them so that the flavorings mix with the water. So we have the right to know that they've got genetically modified organisms in there. And so the court sided with us, thank goodness. And the thing is that these genetically modified substances they've moved different species. They've put genes from other species into the corn or the wheat genetic code, so that this is a different creature from the one that nature evolved and that we have evolved by a lot of breeding. You don't just take a species, a gene from a different species, stick it into food, and then say, "Oh, it's still the same. You can still eat it the same." It's just not true. And also, they did say that the USDA was okay to say that we can now call it bioengineered. They're trying to get away from the GMO because everybody knows they don't want GMOs, or GEs, genetically engineered. So they're calling it bioengineered. So they're hoping that that'll sound better to people and they won't realize is GMO or a GE food. But and they also said that not everybody has a phone with them when they're choosing their food products, so they're not going to just be able to check a QR code. They need something that says this is GMO or GE or bioengineered. So be alert for bioengineered too, because they've had mixed the genes of several different species to make this substance, the food, more resistant to the chemicals, the pesticides and herbicides that they're putting on the food to make it cheaper for them, but not healthier for us. So that's it for today. Thanks.